And we're back.
We are.
In theory, we're back.
Yes.
We were back once before, but that wasn't real.
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully that fixed the flickering.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, before we got rudely interrupted by technology.
The robots are rising up.
These little wraiths are a new creature that we added in, another sort of simple creature type, basic creature type, along with the shades. Give some variety to the prologue.
You know, Sarah, this is kind of nice. The presentation on locking on gives you a nice view of your target. While locked on, you can use your right stick to kind of flick to move between targets. Anyone who's played Dark Souls will be very familiar with that style of targeting. It's one where I thought they did just a fantastic job.
Yep. Great for the archer.
Yeah. Yeah, it offsets differently in melee. When you're up close, the camera will behave differently because of your range. But the archer will offset this nice kind of side shoulder, almost third person kind of feel. Third person shooter almost. Now, you know, Sarah, I'm not doing a ton of damage with that X attack. That's actually a shot which does more damage based on range. So you'll notice that's why I was able to one-shot some of those shades just right up front.
So you need to hold back a little bit.
Yeah. That's why it's better to send Cassandra in. That's nice. That's a creature research item. You know, so I got a quest, which is keep it for later. That's something I'll be able to hand in. Collect enough of those for each class of creature, you're able to do more damage to them.
Yep.
And you gain power because the Inquisition does the research and your troops are better at it. Other mechanics, you'll see banter obviously firing between me and Cassandra, and she's developed Guard, so she's got extra health from having fought correctly using her abilities.
That's right.
Shield walls and taunts and so on. Now here again, pull in. I want to try and get range if possible. There you go, get the big hits. That was a crit too. You can tell by the big number in the screen shake. Thanks, Cassandra. You're a buddy.
Quickly, before more come through.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing? How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Then I owe you my thanks.
Thank me if we manage to close the breach without killing you in the process. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
We reworked that scene a lot.
Yes.
that one was good. Everyone introducing themselves and so on. Great moment for character, I think. I love Solus's little like, and it seemed I was right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're such a smarty
and Cassandra's little sneer at
yeah,
Varric.
Yeah. No, it's good. Just trying to give people a good sense of that. Now, this, of course, gives us a party. So coming up, we're going to run into, how to use TACCAM, how do you control the party, and basic, kind of tutorial on party control like this.
Yep. And jump. We just did a jump.
Jump!
Jump
That's
for
right.
the first time in a Dragon Age game. Thank God.
There it is. All right. So again, this is a nice spot for like, okay, you know, let's all focus fire. Who do I want to target? Maybe.
There's the tougher one.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Let's take this guy out
Okay.
first. Everybody on him. All right. So attack cam lets us dive in here, get in. Nice tutorials, walking us through it. And of course, you can see everybody piling on this guy to attack. He's just going to get torn apart. That was nice. You notice Cassandra, even though she's still got that guy as her target, taunted this guy, which is a nice touch. And of course, pulling attack cam up, getting that nice kind of overview. But carry back on. All right, so now here, obviously, I'm going to want to focus on these guys, take them out. I could use attack cam, I could use lock on, I could you know, do a little attack my target here to get everybody else on it. We want to try and take out those range guys because this Greater Shade, he's tough. He's tough as all
he's
heck.
going to be around for a while.
Yeah, and you can see with the big coxcomb and stuff, it changes the shape, so characters tend to be kind of representative of the relative difficulty.
Now you got a shatter combo there as well. So
Yep.
Shade was frozen, and then someone did a knockdown type
Yeah,
of
that's
ability.
because of Solus. Now Cassandra and any character that has an ability that can sort of detonate like a stun state or a knockdown state, they will look for those kind of actively. And if they're allowed to use the ability, it will trigger their AI. Now down here, there's actually an alternate encounter, nice little cheat for some folks, some bonus loot and stuff.
Yep.
Gets you a little bonus banner, but I'm going to let people discover that one on their own.
Yeah.
I'll let you know it's down there.
So since you're playing on hard now, Mike.
No, I moved it to normal.
Oh, you moved it to normal.
Yep.
Well, when playing on hard, do you get better loot out of that?
No, we didn't build it for that. I think hard is essentially it's about challenge. So if you start getting better loot, that starts removing that challenge. What we did do though is this is the first DA game to actually have kind of difficulty-based achievements. So if you're into that kind of thing, there is an achievement for hard. There's also an achievement for nightmare. And the way they work is essentially like a high water mark. So if you've ever gone below nightmare, like if you dip from nightmare to hard, then it'll give you the hard achievement. If you go on down to normal again, you'll just get the hey, you beat the game, good job achievement. Oh, get out of here. Oh, there we go. If I had that ability ready, I could have shattered that guy.
Right.
But alas, thankfully it looked like Cassandra was on top of it.
We're
Alright.
getting closer to this breach.
Yep. Kind of constantly making our way there.
Yep.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
So we took great pains to make sure the prologue wasn't too mired in, like, wait, I have to understand everything about Liliana. She's resourceful. She's the lady in purple.
That's right.
That's kind of what you need to know, and more information around that becomes available as we go.
So this is the first sort of introduction to the player closing a Fade Rift on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is definitely a mechanic in the game. Closing down these rifts throughout the world helps build up influence and power for the Inquisition, bring stability to the region.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Now there are different levels of these Fade Rifts. This was a very basic one, which just had the single wave of enemies there. Multiple waves can happen in some of the tougher rifts
absolutely.
as well.
Let's see here.
Where are you gonna go?
I think I'm in a place where you'll notice while I'm fighting, you know, I'm not being super aggressive with aggro management and stuff. Again, playing on normal. He says like a guy plays on normal. So what I'm going to do is grab the caltrops because these are a nice kind of like countermeasure. They slow enemies down, plus they also do damage, so it can be very useful both offensively and defensively. Pick that up. Once I apply it, it'll get mapped to my quick menu. I can remap it if I want to. I probably do because that's kind of a thing I like to do. So again, single press A, move it up there. I get it in both spots now. I can replace, overwrite, whatever I want to do. I've used it in right button before, so that becomes kind of a muscle memory.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Some nice mountainy vistas here. Now, so people have asked about, you know, refilling potions and stuff. There are means by which you can refill, even when you're not at a camp, you don't have access to it. Those caches will get you access to them. Yep.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is.
As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Alright, we've got a bit of a choice now, Mike.
Yeah, so this is what happens when there's going to be direct action taken from choices.
Yep.
We got a lot of feedback from DA2. It's like, wait, I didn't know I was going to punch that guy in the face or what have you. So when it's like this, we'll choose a path or whatever. These are kind of a major choice. You can turn this off if you want to lose the bonus information, but it does give you a good sense. Yep. Now, the nice thing is followers continue to react according to this. It helps you kind of gauge their moral compass. Varric's a people person. You may not know that here, but it gives you a good sense. Cassandra tends to be all about directness and action.
Yeah.
And of course, we can investigate and ask further questions.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I mean, this is the first time that the player really takes on somewhat of a leadership role, and the game is very much about leadership because you become the Inquisitor,
and
lead this large organization.
Growing leadership too,
Absolutely.
right? Like, and you know, even as simple as watching out. You know, she's gone from screaming in pain to okay, I've got this, but wow, that hurts. It does create a nice flow as you rise to authority.
Absolutely.
I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
I always laugh. That poor guy.
Yeah, he's not having a great day there.
Alright, so you've got a party still that you can order around. Did you want to, like, there's a couple of shades here. Do you want to use your party a little bit?
I sure do. All right, so at this point we're in a fairly easy one, so we'll move Cassandra in there. I think what we'll do is we'll pull Solus back over here. Varric, probably. Yeah, there. I'll give him a good line of fire into there. So, Varric, this guy. So Cass and Varric, the original odd couple, teaming up, and then of course using the tactics, I can very smoothly do this. And my character's entered stealth, gives her a nice thing. We've got her frozen. Let's see, long shot's still lined up. We may be able to get a shatter.
Boom.
Oh, there we go.
Lovely.
All right, good. So Solus is on that. Let's use him. Again, fairly easy combats, playing on normal, start of the game. Don't want to overwhelm anyone. But we do want to make sure you get a kind of a growing sense of menace. So we'll see some nasty stuff come out of the rift soon. There you go. Good. Now, there's one thing you can do with the rifts, if you can, and rogues can be very powerful at this, or anyone that can manage aggro very well, is you can disrupt them. This is kind of high risk because it actually tweaks your aggro, so it makes it more dangerous for you. But once that goes off, you can actually do a blast of damage, stun the foes. You'll end up with a whole bunch of them. So that allowed me to take those out. Second wave, this will be tougher, but it'll let me go through that first wave fairly quickly. However, in the tougher fights, they often will come gunning for you the moment you start doing that, and you can be interrupted.
Again, we'll play it on normal difficulty at this point.
Yep.
For those of you just joining us.
Oh, that scream is good. Cassandra got the interrupt on there.
But those eruptions will knock you down as well.
They will.
So you've got to sort of maneuver around these.
Yeah, you don't want to linger on them.
Nope.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
Now, Mike, that was Cullen, and Cullen's doing something very special at the moment.
Yeah,
you know what that is?
Yeah, I saw it was traveling. So someone started a Movember page?
Yes.
Is that, yeah. So growing a mustache for men's cancer, below the belt cancers, I guess it would be.
Yes.
So
Cullen is joining the Bioware team for that.
That's
I
pretty
think
wacky.
There's already some donations for Cullen, so that's great.
We'll have to get character art to get a big, like, lamb chops. Yep. Yeah, get something huge on there.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
I remember there was an alternate version of that line. One of the ones where the player said where it was a little much, but the player was something like, "What you gotta do? Load me in a catapult and fire me in there?" And it was just like,
yeah, that's a Varric line.
It felt a little, it felt a little off tone. So we decided to move it off to player.
Yep. So for those of you who just joined us, we're playing through the first hour of Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yep.
So if you don't want to see spoilers, tune out.
Yes. Go away!
Yeah.
Well, there goes our viewership.
I see it, Varric.
Now, Varric has a history with Red Lyrium, of course.
There's a full game's worth of history with
Oh,
Red
yeah.
Lyrium.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
That is a nice broken wall.
That is divine Justinian.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the Canary.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Wow. Okay. Alright, so this is, I guess, the ground zero for the big explosion that occurred at the Chantry. And this big Fade Rift here is, as they were talking about, it's the key to this big breach in the sky, so attempting to close it at this point.
Did you see me dodge that?
I did see you.
It was like his Yamato cannon.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Now, I know that if we use the disruption mechanic we talked about earlier, we can take him down. Thanks, Cassandra, for that helpful hint.
The first couple of times I played through this, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing with any audio. I'm just like, what am I doing?
Yeah. This guy is impossible because the thing is, he can regenerate his guard.
Yep.
Oh, incoming. Yeah. That would have been nice to have a roll. I haven't bought it yet though.
No.
Yeah, he's bad news. He's all kinds of bad news. As you can see, worse, he slows you with that too. So once you get his attention, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Now, another opportunity to disrupt here. See if I can pull this off. We probably have some ads coming in because, again, demons will continue to spawn.
Yep.
We got him just before he blasted me. Did you see that? He was all lined up.
So here's some of those ads you mentioned.
Yep.
So some more demons coming through the rift.
Now, for Inquisition, we've moved away from kind of unlimited wave combat. I know some people are pretty leery about that. From DA2, I agree. I think it got a little chaotic. It meant you didn't really have your aggro control and stuff like you wanted. That would have been very nice to be moving faster. At least I'm out of his whip range. All right, so now's a good time to disrupt. He's far enough away. I think Cass has got him taunted.
So essentially, you're in control of the different stages of this fight.
Yeah, how do you move it along? And of course we have the classic blue rings, right? Our different allies. They are viable targets for him.
Now ground rings are interesting because we didn't have ground rings for a long time.
Yeah,
we were always planning to put them in, of course, but then when they finally went in, it was like a cheer went up in the studio.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
So much difference.
That was for E3 as we were working on E3. Yep. So I'm going to move my, he's doing a lot of like sweeping cone attack stuff.
Yes.
Move my ranged characters, which I have 3 of now, a little further out of line so that Cassandra can be right in there. Wow. Hey, how you doing? That's where you should be, right?
Fair
She's
enough.
tanky.
She is the tank, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we're doing pretty well here. Not too damaged, so I'm pretty happy with how this flow is going. I could probably risk running in there and tossing caltrops, but we'll see if I'm feeling brave.
Yeah. Well, maybe save it for the ads.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Now he's going to build that. That would be the move out of the way. Yep. Oh, there's Cass taking it. Now, she'll drink health potions up to a point. You can control how many she drinks and how aggressive she is with that, but looks like Solo. No, it wasn't Solus. Must have been one of the archers. All right, so again, I can drop another Disrupt. This may be enough to, because it does some damage as well. So this may be enough to take him down. No, it's gonna be darn close. Oh!
Yeah, no.
Oh, he has like a sliver of health left.
The mads though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do another round of disrupts. Probably more ads coming in.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm feeling gutsy.
Yep. So
Going
you can
for
see
it.
that Cassandra she's keeps building up her guard, and Solus keeps putting barrier on her as
Yep.
well. So she's quite well defended in this counter.
Yeah, and I think that's you know, it's important that even at the lower levels the characters be able to do what they need to get their job done. As you start to build and get your kind of your specializations and kind of tuning your party, you have a lot more control over that even. Let's see if I can get a good hit in there. Oh, he's tough. Yeah, level 4 elite, right? That's what that skull underneath the 4 on the lock-on there is. Good to hit. He's almost down. So close. There we go. Now we can finish this.
Yep.
Do it!
Tense.
Indeed. Now, we just actually got a message.
We did, yes. We got a message from the studio's art director, Neil Thompson, saying that he's already way ahead of us in terms of creating moustaches for Cullen's Movember initiative.
That makes me so happy. I'm kind of verklempt. Yeah. The feels.
The feels.
Bad.
All the feels. You got to do this though, apparently.
I did with one hand. I'm holding a controller, man. I don't want to whack myself in the face.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Oh, then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Put our armor back on and resume adventure mode.
Indeed. So it seems like you've done something to the rift.
Yep.
And then caused another big explosion, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Woken up again.
We stabilized it. This was a nice touch. This is actually Jason Hill, one of our. He was on Twitch stream about a month ago. So Jason did a lot of work on the hubs and stuff, and so she drops this box. The box was just sitting there, and we were talking. He was like, I'm gonna put some healing stuff in there because that just makes sense. Yep. She's bringing a load of herbs,
which we can use to make healing potions or tonics or grenades.
The upgrades.
Any sort of alchemy we have.
So